Hello, travellers and English learners. Welcome back to the Learn and Talk English podcast, the place where you improve your English in a fun, practical and engaging way. I'm Emily, your host, and today we have a super exciting episode that you won't want to miss.
That's right, Emily. Hey everyone, I'm Marcus, and in this episode, we're going to help you survive and thrive when traveling to an English-speaking country. Imagine this. You've just landed in New York, London, Sydney, or Toronto, and suddenly you need to ask for directions, check into a hotel, or order food at a restaurant. But you're not sure what to say. Sounds stressful, right?
Oh, absolutely. But guess what? By the end of this episode, that fear will be gone. We're going to teach you the essential travel phrases, common airport and hotel conversations, restaurant vocabulary, and even what to do if you don't understand someone.
And here's the best part. You can listen to this podcast as many times as you need to memorize these phrases and practice them before your trip.
Exactly. Think of this as your personal English travel survival guide. You'll get real-life dialogues so you can hear how these phrases are actually used. Practical tips to boost your confidence when speaking. Simple but powerful tricks to handle any situation, even if you don't understand a word someone says.
And don't worry if English feels difficult at first. You can pause, rewind, and listen again anytime you need.
That's right. Whether you're a beginner or an advanced learner, this episode and the next one will help you sound more natural and feel more confident while traveling. And even if you're not traveling soon, these phrases will still be useful in daily life, business trips, or even just chatting with native speakers.
So, stick with us. Grab a notebook or just sit back, relax, and absorb all these useful English phrases. By the end of this episode, you'll feel ready to travel the world with confidence.
But just a quick note, this episode will be a bit shorter because in part 2, we're going to take things to the next level. You'll hear real travel stories, learn even more useful vocabulary and phrases, and discover how travellers handled unexpected challenges during their trips.
So, we encourage you to listen to this episode carefully, repeat the phrases as much as you need, and get ready for the next one. The more familiar you are with these phrases now, the easier it will be to understand and learn from the stories next time.
But before we dive in, here's a quick challenge for you. Try to repeat at least 5 new phrases from today's episode out loud. And if you find this episode helpful, listen to it again tomorrow and test yourself. You'll be amazed at how much you remember.
All right, we've got a packed episode full of fun and useful content. But first, a short break. Stay tuned because, after the break, we'll jump straight into the must-know travel phrases that will make your trip so much easier. See you in a second.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Learn and Talk English podcast. I'm Emily, your host, and as always, I'm joined by my amazing co-host, Marcus.
Hey everyone! If you've ever traveled to an English-speaking country and felt lost, confused, or unsure how to communicate, this episode is for you.
Yes. Today we're going to talk about how to survive traveling in an English-speaking country, covering essential phrases, airport and hotel situations, ordering food at restaurants, and what to do if you don't understand someone.
And, of course, we'll share some real-life examples and fun role plays to help you feel confident when traveling.
So if you're planning a trip or just want to improve your travel English, stick with us because this episode is going to be super helpful.
All right, Emily, let's start with the must-know travel phrases every traveler should have in their back pocket.
Great idea. Let's start with the basics. If you ever need to ask for help, these phrases are essential. Excuse me, can you help me? I don't understand. Can you say that again, please? Can you speak more slowly, please? Where is the nearest hospital? Where is the nearest metro station? Where is the nearest shopping mall?
Yes? And here are some phrases for when you're asking for directions. Excuse me, how do I get to the train station? How do I get to the museum? Is the airport far from here? Can you show me on the map? Which way is the nearest pharmacy?
These are really useful. Now, let's move to the airport situation because, let's be honest, that's where a lot of travellers feel nervous.
So, you arrive at the airport, and now you need to check in for your flight. What do you say?
You can go to the counter and say, "Hello, I'd like to check in for my flight to London. Can I have a window seat, please? How many bags can I check in? Can I bring my carry-on bag on the plane?"
Great. Then comes security. Sometimes a little stressful, but don't worry. Here's what you might hear from airport staff. Please remove your shoes and belt. Put your laptop and liquids in a separate tray. Do you have any electronic devices in your bag?
Good ones. And once you arrive at your destination, immigration officers might ask you, "What's the purpose of your visit?" You can answer, "I'm here for tourism, business, study." How long will you be staying in the country? Where will you be staying? For example, you can answer, "I'm staying at the Hilton Hotel in downtown Los Angeles."
Pro tip. Always carry a printed copy of your hotel reservation and return flight details. They might ask for it.
Now, let us talk about hotel check-in and accommodation. Okay, you've landed and passed immigration. Now you need to check into your hotel.
Exactly. Here's how you can check in smoothly. Hello, I have a reservation under Emily Parker. What time is checkout? Can I get a late checkout, please? Is breakfast included?
And if there's a problem with your room, here are useful phrases. The air conditioner isn't working. I need extra towels, please. Can I change my room?
Great. And if you're staying at an Airbnb or small guest house, you might ask, where's the nearest bus stop? Do you have recommendations for places to eat nearby?
Now the best part of travelling, trying new food. So, let's talk about restaurant English.
Yes. When you enter a restaurant, the host might ask, how many people? Would you like a table inside or outside?
And when ordering food, you can say, "Can I see the menu, please? I'd like to order a cheeseburger and fries. What do you recommend? Can I get the bill, please?"
Also, if you have dietary restrictions, these phrases help. I'm allergic to peanuts. Do you have any vegetarian options?
Great. Now what should you do if you don't understand someone?
First, don't panic. Here's what you can say. I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. Can you repeat it? Can you speak more slowly, please? Could you write that down for me?
And if you're really stuck, use Google Translate or show a picture of what you need.
Also, body language helps. If you point to something and smile, people will usually understand what you mean.
All right, before we go, here's one last travel tip. Stay calm, be polite, and enjoy the experience. Traveling is an amazing way to learn English naturally.
Yes! And don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's part of the journey.
If you found this episode helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And share this with a friend who's traveling soon. It might help them feel more prepared.
Also tell us in the comments, what's your biggest challenge when traveling in an English-speaking country?
That's it for today. Keep learning, keep traveling, and we'll see you next time on the Learn and Talk English podcast.